Cameron, you want me to talk to you?
Now we're here back in Miami Beach Convention Center at the Florida Franchise South Expo. With me here on my left, Mr. Michael McCarthy, and he is the president and CEO of a very important industry in this moment called the Commercial Lending Partners. How are you doing, Michael?
Very good, Jay. I'm pleased to be here with you.
Well, in this world of real estate, construction, development, and everything else, you have to have expertise in your field. And that's what Michael is. I know Michael for many years, and we really respect his job and his work as a family business. His wife also works with him, so it's a beautiful, beautiful concept. But let's talk about the market. How are you doing the market today? How is the market doing today for this economy in the beginning of 2010?
Well, everyone's kind of expecting that towards the end of the year that things get better. Probably in the third quarter. There's money available. Of course, there's a lot more restriction on it. People are not as willing to take risk as they were several years ago. You know, things were kind of crazy then. People are very conservative in their lending. But good projects, there's always a place for. There's a lender for every project.
You said that people are more conservative lending. Is that before it was only credit score? People could qualify and apply and everything else. How has that changed?
Well, in the lending industry, there's a risk model, and that's how an institution evaluates its risk. And what's happened is they've tightened that up. The restrictions or the terms, the way people build their model and how they look at risk is a little different than it was. Credit scores are important, but the credit history is probably the more important. That you are a good payer, that you're a responsible person. Because the credit scores now, almost everyone has some kind of problem.
So normally a good credit score in the United States, this is businesstvtoday.com, go all over the world, but in the United States, we have what we call three major organizations: Equifax, TransUnion, and another one. There are three big ones. Nobody knows the three one anyway. But what they do, they qualify you based on your payments, based on your history, and they give you a points, 550, 650, 750, 800 plus. Of course, everybody wants to lend money to 800 plus, but not everybody qualify for the 800 plus. So 590 or 600. A year ago or 2 years ago do not qualify for anything, and if the person has 600 score, if they have a good credit history, are the banks lending looking for them very, very good, or has to be higher?
It has to be higher. Currently, if you have a 700 score, which is good, very good, you have no problem in lending.
700 and up.
Yes.
How about 700 and down? Do you still have lending for these people or no?
It becomes, the money's going to be much more expensive. You would have to go to private lenders, which there are private lenders, and they're going to evaluate each project on its own merits. It's going to have a cash flow.
And I understand that in this industry, in this financial industry, I understand that some people qualify to put it down 20%. Nothing. Is that still the same?
But nothing. Today, again, going back to the risk that the lenders or the investors want the borrower to bear part of the risk. So if you say, well, I can get this zero down, they get, no, what are you putting in? So they want, it's called skin in the game. They want each borrower to have something in.
That something would be what?
Minimum 10%.
Or minimum?
Yeah, 20% is what they'd like to see. If you put 30% down, then the lender's only taking a 70% risk.
They feel better.
They will feel much better, much more. They sleep well, and that's what they want to do.
And the international business people that are watching this in Latin America and Caribbean and Europe, a lot of investors in Europe and the United States now, when they qualify, they also go the same criteria or changed?
It's foreign residents or those who have companies here in the United States, which is easy to set up. They can cover about 70%.
They have to put it down 70%.
30%.
Okay. Okay. So they don't qualify. They don't qualify for 10%. They qualify for 30.
No, no, no. They wouldn't qualify. 70% is kind of the norm, right? Currently.
Now let's go back for
you want to buy a building. You know, you came from Brazil and you want to buy a building. Obviously, if you were to put down 30%, we could get the other 70% financed if obviously there was a cash flow there.
Yeah. Well, normally in Latin American countries and most of the Asian countries, we don't have that facilitation of financing 70%. People have to bring the cash for 100%. So if you want to invest in the United States in commercial buildings, offices, stores, if you bring 30% and you qualify and your business is a very good, honest, legitimate business, they're able to qualify.
Yes, definitely. They think that they also could buy an existing business and use the existing credit to purchase. I mean, you buy a company that's already existing and use that to start with.
See, that's another thing that if you're looking to move to the United States and have a resident in the United States, right. you have the resident visa, you have L1, H1, and then you have the investor visas. Right. How much people need to invest to have the investor visa?
There's been some changes more recently. It has to do with how many people, how much work you're going to generate. So if you are around $500,000, I believe you have to generate 10 jobs currently, which means you can buy an existing company. And
for $500,000.
$500,000 you put down, you buy the company, you prove that, and you're working in the business. If you put in $1 million, you don't have to be active in the administration of the company.
Oh, so if you have put 500,000, you have to have 10 American employees, and you have to be active in the company. If you put $1 million, you don't have that.
You don't have to be active in the administration. You're an investor.
And how many employees do you need to have? That's not your business.
Not related to employees. It's the investment.
Oh, I see. I understand. I understand.
Foreign investment in the U.S.
I'm sorry.
It's to encourage foreign investment in the United States.
I understand that the $500,000 is our EB-5 visas.
I believe so. Yeah. And anyone who is interested. I'm not a lawyer. Should verify this with the current. These things are dynamic. I mean, we've seen what's happened with Haiti in the last few days. Exactly. Things are dynamic. They should verify these things with a.
Oh yeah,
that's the general. Just to give you some general ideas of what can happen.
As any other country in the world, the law changed, and here in the United States also changed. Especially in the United States, we have a state's law, so some laws change, but the federal laws for immigration is the same thing. Well, let's talk about your vision for the future for the commercial business in the United States in general.
Well, as I mentioned in the beginning, we believe that in the third quarter things will start getting better.
Why not the second quarter? Because we're already getting there.
If you review
third quarter of 2010.
And right, if we're looking at the bailout monies and the I guess this recovery money, the stimulus package, it's beginning to be spent now. From most of the spending, as I understand it, is from now through October of this year, 2010. So it'll take a while for that to kick in. Financial people tell me that it's beginning to trickle down in January, middle of January. People are putting more money out on the street, so that'll work through the system. So by mid-year, we'll start to see more people willing to finance, which means that more businesses will be up and running or back running towards the end of the year. And
also going to bring back the jobs that a lot of people are looking for right now.
They'll be hiring. There's less layoffs programmed in the last statistics.
If you want to buy a property, any commercial business, existing business, or not a home, he can also do the home, but specialize in commercial business. If you want to do that in the States, please see Mr. Michael McCarthy, Commercial Lending Partners LLC. What's your website?
It's Commercial Lending Partners. Make sure you got.
And phone number?
Area code 954-0636.
You don't call yourself
Very often, Jay.
Well, listen, this is Michael McCarthy here, great friend, extremely expert in commercial business. Look for the commercial lendingpartners.com. You see his website, get his phone number that he doesn't know very well. And
I don't call myself.
yeah, don't call yourself very much, but he is the person that can help you to understand more. Give him a call, shoot him an email. Be very, very good. This is Jay Almeida from the BusinessTVToday.com, reporter from Miami Beach Convention Center here at the Franchise South Expo. We'll be right back. Thank you. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you. Very good.
Very nice.